Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We spend a lot of time looking up at the stars, pondering the mysteries of the universe. But today, I want to take you on a different kind of journey, a journey through time. We're going to be digging into the vaults of history, unearthing those surprising, those remarkable, those downright bizarre facts that make you see the past in a whole new light. Think about it. History isn't just dates and names in a textbook. It's a tapestry woven from the threads of countless lives, decisions, accidents, and inventions. And within that tapestry are hidden gems, stories that will make you laugh, gasp, and maybe even shake your head in disbelief. So buckle up, get ready for a wild ride, because we're about to explore some truly surprising history facts, the kind that make you realize just how connected we are to the past and how much there is still left to discover. As we travel through time, we'll find surprising history facts. These will make us think differently and expand our view of the world. We'll see the stories that have shaped our lives. Our first stop takes us to the land of the Pharaohs, ancient Egypt. Now, we've all seen the pictures, the majestic pyramids, the inscrutable sphinx, those hieroglyphics that seem to whisper secrets from the past. But what's even more mind-blowing is the ingenuity behind these wonders. Did you know that the Great Pyramid of Giza, for centuries the tallest structure on Earth, was built with over 2 million stone blocks, each weighing an average of 2.5 tons? That's like stacking 2.5 million cars on top of each other. And speaking of incredible feats, the ancient Egyptians were masters of mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. They developed a calendar system more accurate than the one used in Europe for centuries, and their physicians were performing complex surgical procedures over 4,000 years ago. It makes you wonder, what other secrets lie hidden beneath the sands of time? From the sands of Egypt, we journey to the sun-drenched shores of ancient Greece, a civilization that laid the foundation for so much of what we consider Western civilization. Think about it. Democracy, philosophy, theatre, geometry, they all have roots in ancient Greece. These weren't just abstract concepts, they were living, breathing parts of a society that valued intellectual curiosity and debate. And let's not forget the Olympics. Every 2 years we witness the world's greatest athletes competing for glory, a tradition that dates back nearly 3,000 years to the original Olympic Games held in Olympia. Back then, it wasn't just about sport, it was a religious festival honoring Zeus, the king of the gods. Talk about a powerful legacy. From the intellectual heights of Greece, we move on to the grandeur that was Rome. This wasn't just a city, it was an empire that stretched from the British Isles to the borders of Persia. Now, the Romans were known for their military prowess, their legions marching across continents, conquering and shaping the world in their image. But their legacy goes far beyond the battlefield. Think about it. The Romans were incredible engineers, building roads, aqueducts, and structures like the Colosseum that still stand today, a testament to their ingenuity. They gave us Roman law, a system that influenced legal systems around the world. And let's not forget their language, Latin, the root of many modern languages. Talk about a lasting impact. Chapter 4, Medieval Mysteries. Unraveling the Dark Ages. The Middle Ages, often called the Dark Ages, get a bit of a bad rap. We imagine knights in shining armor, damsels in distress, and not much else. But the truth, as always, is far more complex. This was a time of great upheaval, yes, but also of incredible innovation and cultural exchange. Think about the magnificent cathedrals that rose across Europe, marvels of engineering and artistry. And then there are the mysteries, the stories that still capture our imaginations. What really happened to the princes in the tower? Was King Arthur a real person or a legend? And what about the Black Death, a plague that swept across Europe, reshaping societies and leaving an indelible mark on history? The Middle Ages were a time of shadows and light. and their stories continue to fascinate us today. Chapter 5. Remarkable rulers, the eccentric side of world leaders. From ancient times to the modern era, world leaders have always held a certain fascination. They're the movers and shakers, the ones who shape the destiny of nations, but behind the titles and the thrones, they're human beings, just like us, with their own quirks and eccentricities. Take King George III of England, for example. Remembered for his reign during the American Revolution, he also struggled with what we now believe was porphyria, a disease that caused bouts of madness. Or consider Queen Victoria, the epitome of Victorian propriety. She was so obsessed with etiquette that she had a book of instructions for her guests, outlining everything from how to address her to how to eat an orange. Military campaigns, turning points in history. Throughout history, military campaigns have been pivotal, shaping the fates of civilizations and redrawing the maps of our world. These clashes of armies and ideologies offer a glimpse into the past, revealing the strategies, technologies, and human stories that define these epic confrontations. Take the Battle of Gaugamela in 331 BC. Alexander the Great, with a smaller but highly disciplined army, faced off against the massive forces of Darius III of Persia. Alexander's victory not only ended the Persian Empire, but also spread Greek culture across the ancient world. Or consider the Battle of Gettysburg in 1863, a turning point in the American Civil War. The Union victory at Gettysburg dealt a devastating blow to the Confederacy and helped pave the way for the end of slavery in the United States. Chapter 7. Incredible discoveries, happy accidents, and Eureka moments. The march of scientific progress is often portrayed as a linear path, but the truth is far more serendipitous. Some of the most groundbreaking discoveries in history happened by chance, those Eureka moments that changed the course of science and our understanding of the world. Take Alexander Fleming's discovery of penicillin in 1928. He wasn't actively searching for a miracle cure, but a contaminated petri dish led him to the first antibiotic, a discovery that revolutionized medicine and saved countless lives. And then there's the microwave oven, invented accidentally in 1945 when an engineer named Percy Spencer noticed a chocolate bar melting in his pocket while working with a radar magnetron. Talk about a delicious accident. Chapter 8. Life in the Past. From chamber pots to coffee houses. History isn't just about kings and queens, battles and empires. It's also about the everyday lives of ordinary people, the routines, rituals, and experiences that shape their world. And sometimes those glimpses into the past can be both fascinating and a little bit strange. For example, did you know that in medieval Europe, people used chamber pots, basically portable toilets, and emptied them into the streets? Or that in the 18th century, coffee houses were all the rage, not just for caffeine, but as centers of intellectual discussion and political debate. It's these everyday details that bring history to life and make us realize that people in the past weren't so different from us after all. Chapter 9. Traditions, echoes of the past in the present. Our world is a melting pot of cultures, a tapestry woven from traditions passed down through generations, and while some traditions evolve and adapt, others remain remarkably resilient, echoes of the past that continue to shape our present. Take the simple handshake, a gesture we often take for granted. Its origins can be traced back to ancient times as a way for people to show they were unarmed and meant no harm. Or consider the celebration of New Year's Eve, a tradition with roots in ancient Babylonian festivals marking the start of the agricultural cycle. It's amazing to think that these customs, practiced by billions around the world, connect us to our ancestors across time and continents. Chapter 10. Revolutionary moments, unsung heroes, and unexpected turns. History is often defined by those pivotal moments, those turning points that reshape the trajectory of nations and civilizations. We learn about the major revolutions, the wars, the assassinations that changed the course of history. But what about those lesser-known events, those unsung heroes and unexpected turns that had a profound impact on our world? Consider the story of Rosalind Franklin, a brilliant chemist whose X-ray diffraction images of DNA were crucial to understanding its structure, but she was largely uncredited in her lifetime. Or the invention of the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg in the 15th century, a seemingly simple invention that sparked a revolution in communication, knowledge, and ultimately human progress. These stories remind us that history is full of surprises, and that progress often comes from unexpected places and unexpected people. So there you have it, a cosmic journey through time, exploring some of history's most surprising facts. From the pyramids of Egypt to the streets of medieval Europe, we've uncovered stories that challenge our assumptions, spark our curiosity, and remind us that the past is anything but boring. It's easy to think of history as a closed book, but the more we learn, the more we realize how much there is still to discover. Each new fact, each surprising story adds another layer to our understanding of the world and our place in it. So keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep looking for those hidden gems that make history come alive. Because the more we understand our past, the better equipped we are to shape our future.